Why, hello there. How is everyone doing tonight? I see we have a JoJo and a Censored. Probably a couple of others will pop in sooner or later, which is cool. I do ask that y'all share out the stream, send some likes, show some love, because I'm actually now saving money so that I can do a film documentary, basically. So any type of money I can get is good. And hello, Red. Yes, we're talking about a little bit of wrestling this week. Mostly because I realized I'm talking about Ryback, aka Rytard, on Saturday. So I figured, why not start this week, start the streaming week, with talking about another cunt, Vince McMahon. And we'll probably watch a body cam footage stuff too. If you guys are good and ate all your fucking vegetables and did your homework and helped me with kidnapping Spectre's Carlac body pillow. And hello, Spectre. But anyways, yes, why am I talking about Vince McMahon? Because there's more stuff that came out this month or this week. Now, if you are not privy to what's going on in the professional wrestling atmosphere, so to speak, and I'm doing well, JoJo, Vince McMahon pretty much left WWE. He was forced out of the company because he is being sued. Not only that, but there's a federal investigation against him because of allegations from a woman named Janelle Grant, who signed an NDA last year, which she was the subject of many fucking stuff about that. And, well, if you don't know how bad these fucking allegations are, strap in, motherfuckers. We're taking a ride. Oh, thank you, Censored. A few dollars for your visit to Riri Gaming's birthplace. I mean, Love Canal. And hello, Chris Wolf. Hey, Knox, playing MH World while I'm listening. Cool. I played Monster Hunter World once, and I found it hard, and I don't like hard things, unlike DSP, who like yells about things being bad because it's hard. I'm not that type of person. But if you guys are not... Wait, it's not... Oh, well, here you go, True Assassin. As I was saying, since I'm actually talking about Ryback and Saturday, I figured we'd start the week with another cunt, Vince McMahon. And like I said, for all of you who don't know, there was a lawsuit that was brought by Janelle Grant, who made a lot of allegations. I'm not going to go into all the allegations because some of them are just fucked up, okay? And hello, Ollie. I have returned from D&D last night. I want to make a Tuca plushie from Star Wars. Babbitt. Nice.
A few dollars for your visit
and hello,
to
True
Riri
Assassin.
Gaming's birthplace. I mean the Love Canal.
Yeah, I am actually raising money. I don't know if I want to do a GoFundMe, really, because I don't want to be labeled like fucking Keffels or somebody. So I'm just kind of setting everything that I get from Super Chats and from YouTube aside, and I'm going to try to make a budget, and I'm probably going to start budgeting in April because I'm not planning on doing this until around June, July. But the Vince McMahon allegations are really fucked up. And some of them are really hard to believe. And I'm not saying that the person is lying. I don't think this is a Mama Mac situation where the person who is suing is kind of, unreliable. Because we don't know very much about her, I don't want to actually say if these things were true or not. But this is Janelle Grant. As you can tell, she kind of looks like a 20-year-old woman, but I have seen her age vary depending on who's doing the report, from in her 40s to around 20 years old to 30s. Now, I'm going to try to summarize what happened to her the best I can. She had, for the longest time, been taking care of her parents, who both passed away. She moved into this apartment, was looking for a job, and the apartment manager told her that Vince McMahon lives there in a fucking penthouse, and she should go see him for a job. Well, he pretty much gave her a fucking interview with her in his fucking underwear. One, wanted to touch her a lot, and then started a sexual relationship with her. That kind of devolved into stuff that just makes you wonder if Vince McMahon had way too many fucking concussions. And hello, Natalie Haskey. Welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a lovely day. Right now we're talking about the Janelle Grant stuff. So, I will give some of them, but I don't really like going into details about shit. He basically hired her for a job. And the thing is, by the way, Vince McMahon, though it seems like he's separated from his wife, is still fucking married. And his wife did find out about this. And whether fucking Linda McMahon actually gave two shits, that's up in the air. But he would pass out fucking photos of her that were sexual in nature, forced her into threesomes, and I am not joking about this, and I wish I really was, he apparently shat on her, as in took a dookie, as in upper deckered her head, and I don't mean that to be a fucking joke. I am not joking around. That is fucking disgusting. I just don't know how to fucking put it in a way that kind of alleviates the problem with that fucking information. Then made her have sex with the dude that we're having a threesome with while he took a shower, told her not to clean off the shit. Yeah, that's disgusting. That is gross. But Vince McMahon, this is old man Vince with his big ass fucking butt chin. This is from Rolling Stone. Vince McMahon was also under federal criminal investigation amid a sexual assault and trafficking lawsuit. These are not fucking allegations that are, how can I put this, that are light. All of these are very fucking serious. And I just want people to understand that I am not going to, and hello, Madam Hellfire. If you end up wanting to come in to rant about Vince McMahon, I will allow it. Just let me know ahead of time when you're going to do it. But again, these are just allegations right now. But the problem is Vince McMahon has a fucking long ass history, which I'll get into a little bit later, if y'all remind me, of doing some fairly fucked up shit. He stepped down from the WWE in 2022 and then basically pushed himself back in. Janelle Grant was hired in the especially made role of administrator coordinator, which pretty much had nothing to do with it. Filed a lawsuit against McMahon, WWE head of talent relations John Laurinaitis, who is a fucking douche, because his is fucking worse, because oh hey, hello Quiet Try, welcome. Anyways, sorry, I keep getting distracted by the chat, but John Laurinaitis, after Vince McMahon's wife found out about the affair, pretty much Vince McMahon moved her to work with John Laurinaitis, and basically pimped her out to John Laurinaitis. John Laurinaitis is married to one of the Bella twins, both the Bella twins' fucking mother, who at the time was going through cancer. Let that sink in. This dude was having a fucking affair while his wife was dealing with cancer treatments. Okay? I'm going to give you a second to let that sink in. Because that, to me, makes him a horrible fucking person, if it's true. Among the allegations in the lawsuit is McMahon's demands that Grant make herself sexually available to both himself and Laurinaitis, as well as an unnamed WWE corporate officers and a WWE superstar. Grant also accused McMahon of degrading her, and in one incident said that named Ann Laurinaitis locked her in an office and R-worded her. And then after that, gave her, I think it was $5,000 in gift cards to a fucking ritzy store as a fucking apology. According to the Wall Street Journal, Grant is one of 5 women who are cooperating with a federal investigation. The other women include a former WWE female wrestler who claimed McMahon coerced her into oral sex, a former WWE referee who publicly, that's Rita Chatterton, because of 1986, and a spa manager who said that McMahon assaulted her at a California spa. These things go back years. Vince McMahon, if you actually pay attention to wrestling, and I'm not saying that you guys should, I'm saying that wrestling is really nothing to do with this. What this has to do with is the letter of the law and a billionaire using his money and power and influence to prey upon people who are probably not in their right minds. At one point, she actually was suffering from hair loss and a lot of anxiety and couldn't get out of bed in the morning. And Vince McMahon's suggestion to her was give her a spa day. That's the way he is. This guy was stuck in the fucking 80s where a fucking simple fucking NDA could fucking make this shit go away. No, it's not the 80s. This is the newer fucking years. I'm playing WWE 2K24 while watching this. Well, to be fair, Vince McMahon has nothing to do with the WWE now. Unlike what Ronda Rousey, that dumb fuck, thinks. He doesn't have anything to do with the WWE anymore, okay? Vince McMahon denied the allegations of Grant lawsuit, and he resigned from the chairman role with the TKO group soon after. Okay, I have to explain this for a lot of people. WWE used to be owned by the McMahons. In 2023, they were sold to Endeavor, which also owns the UFC. So the UFC and WWE kind of merged to become TKO. They're separate entities, but it's TKO that owns it. And now on the chair of TKO is The Rock, which we'll get into more on Saturday. Okay? And hello, Foxware Fox. But I'm going to really quickly look at this news article. I'm sorry, we're going to go through some news articles. I apologize. WWE founder Vince McMahon is accused by a former employee. Okay, I got to find the details because I wanted to see if they actually named some of the worst details. The lawsuit seeks to hold accountable two WWE executives who brutally SA'd and trafficked plaintiff Janelle Grant. Okay? Now, some of those include trying to pimp her out to somebody that they were trying to re-sign, that the lawsuit claimed was a UFC champion also. And that UFC champion was like, hey, do videos of you peeing, which makes me think that's gross. And here's the thing. I might joke like Spectre having a foot fetish, but it's just a fucking joke. But if that allegation is true, that's fucking gross. Not only that, well, there goes my lunch and my sanity just fucked up. It's very fucked up. I'm sorry, Chris Wolf, but it's believed to be Brock Lesnar, okay? Now, I am not one of those people who think that just because you're being accused of something that you should be fired automatically. There should be an investigation into it. And Brock Lesnar was taken off a bunch of shit, including not being a playable character in 2K24, which is fine. But I don't know if they investigated it yet. If they did, hopefully they didn't find anything. Hopefully it's just that, it's some other fucking person. Because there was, at one fucking point, a UFC champion who the WWE was trying to sign besides fucking Lesnar. And people completely fucking forget about this. Okay? Cain Velasquez. They were trying to sign Cain Velasquez at one point. Okay? Think about that. So it's not just Lesnar. I believe Cain Velasquez was a... Hang on, let me look it up really quickly. Because I believe Cain Velasquez was a UFC champion. And I don't know how to spell his name. So I'm just going to... Okay, Cain Velasquez. He was... I'm going to look at his Wikipedia page. Okay? We're just going to do a little bit of fucking research here, okay? Mixed martial arts career, he was a UFC heavyweight champion. Okay? And he was fucking courted by the WWE, if I remember right. Yeah, 2019 to 2020. He was courted by the WWE during the time that Janelle Grant was suffering through this. So when they stated that it was a quote unquote former UFC champion that they were trying to sign or re-sign. I can't remember which, but I think it could have been Cain Velasquez. It could have been fucking Lesnar. Who knows? With how some lawsuits kind of play things out, sometimes they get the fucking UFC wrong. Sometimes they get a lot of shit wrong. They could have been fucking looking to sign Matt Riddle. Could have been anyone. That's why I think that they should investigate, that WWE should do an investigation of this, if they haven't. Just to make sure that, just to clear out the people that are innocent of that. But that's just my opinion. And the fun thing, by the way, Quiet Try, you're not the only one. The only person that constantly gets brought up is Brock Lesnar. I have heard no one mention Cain Velasquez once. And I think that, honestly, they should look at the possibility it could have been Cain Velasquez that they were talking about. We don't know. Okay? So, McMahon later allegedly pressured Grant to sign a non-disclosure agreement after he told her that his wife found out about their relationship. So when the Wall Street Journal did this whole entire fucking article back in 2022 suggesting that multiple amounts of money were missing in fucking McMahon's personal fucking money, they found out that they had a lot of NDAs. Okay? Miss Grant was one of those fucking people. The lawsuit is asking the court to declare her NDA invalid under federal law, including the Trafficking Victims Protection Act. And honestly, this whole entire thing is really fucked up. And I'm going to read part of this, and then we're going to look at some things about this. In fairness to my personal previous question, I mainly want to watch it because of Freddie Storm and not Cena. And Cena's not a bad actor. I love Cena as an actor. I think he's a good actor. McMahon allegedly demanded that Grant send him explicit photos and engage in sexual behavior that the lawsuit claims was aggressive, causing physical injuries, including bleeding and pain from forceful use of sex toys. The creepy thing about this is this part right here. McMahon also allegedly named his sex toys after male WWE wrestlers. For example, a black dildo would be named after an African American wrestler, while a white dildo would be named after a Caucasian wrestler. Who fucking does that? Seriously. I get naming inanimate objects, but holy fucking shit. That's just fucking weird. And it just shows that McMahon only gives a shit about fucking wrestling for some fucking reason. The lawsuit also includes purported texts from McMahon to Grant in which he describes his sexual fantasies, as well as sharing that he showed male WWE employees her explicit photos, as well as stories about their sexual behaviors. In a quote from one of these texts, I just passed my phone around to a bunch of the guys on the tech crew. They were screaming, "Look at that ass," he wrote. So, I'm just going to say this. Okay. There have been people who make jokes about that whole entire dildo thing. Like, I wonder which one was named Mark Henry. Who gives a fucking shit what they were fucking named? That's just fucking weird. I'm sorry. That's like fucking... I don't know what that's like. That's just weird. I understand naming inanimate objects, but why it's gotta put... I don't know why he put race into it, Ollie. It's just fucking weird. But we knew this guy was a weirdo. He loved fucking fart jokes. He loved shit jokes. He's just a fucking lunatic. The lawsuit claims the relationship shifted into sex trafficking in 2020 when McMahon allegedly pressured Grant into threesomes with other men, including McMahon's physical therapist, which is the one that he apparently dropped a deuce on her head, and another with WWE executive John Laurinaitis, who is named as a defendant in the lawsuit. On numerous occasions, Miss Grant was directed to visit Laurinaitis at his hotel room before work to serve herself to him as his breakfast. That's fucking creepy. The lawsuit alleges these devastating experiences made Miss Grant feel as though she was being pimped out as an object for sexual gratification for her new boss. Just imagine what this woman went through. Just imagine the horror that this woman went through. I don't wish this on my worst enemy. The lawsuit claims that McMahon and Laurinaitis SA'd her during the workday at WWE office. In June 2021, when she arrived at work, the pair brought her into Laurinaitis' office and allegedly SA'd her, despite Grant saying no and please stop. The lawsuit claims that McMahon's response was no means yes. Again, this shows that this man grew up in the 80s. This guy still thinks that the shit that happened in the 80s that was acceptable was fucking still acceptable to this day. It wasn't acceptable in the 80s. It's not acceptable now. It's just that fucking people didn't stand up to say it was. And here's this part with the sexual pawn to sign a wrestler. The lawsuit also claims that McMahon used Grant as a sexual pawn to entice an unnamed WWE wrestler called WWE Superstar in the lawsuit to sign a new contract. In December of 2021, which may give it credence that it could be Lesnar. I don't know. McMahon gave Miss Grant's personal cell phone number to a WWE superstar and promised she'll do anything request to her, the lawsuit alleged. In the days that followed, WWE Superstar revealed a fetish to Miss Grant and tested McMahon's promise that Miss Grant will do anything with a request that she send the videos of herself urinating. Grant said she obeyed, though avoided future interactions with the wrestler due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This stuff is fucking sick. And I'm saying this as somebody who fucking understands that, you know, there are sick people in this fucking world. I grew up watching wrestling. I will fucking admit it. I grew up watching wrestling, and Vince McMahon, I really never gave a shit about. But I will say this. This isn't the first time Vince McMahon's sexual perversions have cost him. This is said in the previous article, 1986, he was accused of R-wording the first female referee in WWE history, Rita Chatterton. In the 2000s, he apparently tried to SA a chick at a spa. This isn't the first time let's not cover this again. Just know I'm going to be covering not Dark Side of the Ring, but dark wrestling stories on True Crime Wednesday soon. But I understand, True Assassin, it is fucked up, but we need to actually talk about this shit. Because if we stay silent about this stuff, it gives the people who do these things ammunition to keep doing it. But the more we fucking talk about it, the more we shed light to this shit, the more that we don't let people get away with this. And again, this is just allegations right now. But if anything of these are true, oh my God. I'm probably going to date myself here, but when I was a second grader, my male classmates wouldn't shut up about Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he has a horrible story when it comes to spousal abuse, but I'm not going to get into that tonight. I'm going to say Vince McMahon, at one point, has been accused of covering up a murder, and that was the murder of Nancy Argentino. Nancy Argentino was the girlfriend of Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and apparently when she was dead, well, I'll just say this. Apparently, Vince McMahon walked into a lawyer's office with a briefcase, and nobody knows what was in that briefcase. And somehow, Superfly Jimmy Snuka was never brought to justice. He died before he died in like fucking, I can't remember exactly when he died, but it was sometime in the 2010s. And they were actually starting to bring charges against him for the death of Nancy Argentino, but he died. There have been instances of him covering up things like the Ring Boy scandal, which I'm not going to get into, but we'll just say that it's horrible. He's not only fucking had one sexual or essay fucking charge, essay accusation against him. He's had two. He has notoriously claimed that he can never be faithful to his wife and had multiple affairs. So it is not out of the ordinary that he did this shit. But I am not going to say that he's guilty, because these are just accusations right now. Accusations that are backed up with cell phone, with text messages. I'm just saying. Not only that, Laurinaitis has come out as a claiming that he is a victim too, which I don't know how. Because let's face it, if you're fucking cheating on your fucking wife who's going through cancer with somebody and you're in on this shit, you're a horrible fucking human being. Fucking Ronda Rousey stated in a tweet that Vince McMahon isn't really gone if Bruce Pritchard is there. For those of you who don't know who Bruce Pritchard is, well, I'll just say he's not the most reliable fucking source for anything. But he does have a podcast, and he has stated that if he had heard any of this shit, he would have said something. He has also stated that he would have fucking stayed the fuck away from this fucking thing as much as possible. So, yeah. But this was covered by a lot of bigger fucking people in January and February. I'm getting around to it because there's new stuff that came out about it. Now, I want to look at that really quickly, which is this video right here that came out last night. Now, since I actually covered everything, I don't have to show this video, so we're going to get rid of that. And after that, we're going to look at police body cam footage, because we are not going to spend the whole entire fucking time talking about this horrible shit. And again, I don't know her actual age, but to me, she looks like she's in her 30s in this fucking photo. But according to what I've been told, she's supposed to be in her 40s. So, yeah. Let's continue with this video. It's called More Execs, because there's a couple of execs named in the fucking lawsuit. Mostly not for people that did anything, but people that helped cover it up. And in this, we're going to look at that. So let's look at this.
Naming names. Attorneys for the woman suing WWE founder Vince McMahon, accusing him of sex trafficking, are also accusing his lieutenants of being aware of what was happening and helping to cover it up. Two people who broke the news about the names are here. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy.
I'm going to say this. Anyone who covers up a crime should be thrown in jail. Okay? You cover up a fucking crime, you should get the same fucking mass amount of fucking sentencing as somebody who did the crime. Because you're helping facilitate a crime. And some of these crimes are just fucked up. Okay? And True Assassin, just for you, I'm going to do one thing really quickly. Just as a palate cleanser. Because let's face it, this shit is just horrible. Horrible shit. So I am going to do one thing for all of you. Okay? Really quickly. Let's just kind of have a palate cleanser before we go into the people that were named. So, let's do a palate cleanser here. Everyone, let's look at the baby fox for a little bit. Look at the baby fox. It's cute. Baby fox, do 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 do. Wait, wrong thing. That is a baby fox. And I don't know why my fucking thing is... Wise man once said, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Yeah, thank you for that lovely insight, Red Chaos. I don't know why why this always happens where my window is just fucking off like that. Don't know why. I think it doesn't do that when the videos are playing. Like, look, video playing. Yeah, you got the cutoff at the end, but yes. We're going to look at the adorable fox for a couple minutes, okay? Because honestly, all this shit is just weird. It's just fucking weird. But I will say that this weekend we are going to be covering another fucking idiot in wrestling, Ryback. But he's not done anything horrible, really. Well, he has done one thing that's horrible, in my opinion. And Pidgey, with 14 months, became a member for 14 months.
Glad to be a member for 14 months. Also, DM'd you more palate cleanser.
Oh, shit. Who wants to see Okay, we'll pull that up, Pidgey. We'll pull it up. Okay, Pidgey sent me this. Why you should... Aw, look at the owl. That is a beautiful owl. I think it's a baby owl, too. It's pretty small. It's either a baby owl or it's a different species of owl. Look how pretty he is. Or she. There, we have so many fucking palate cleansers today. So many awesome palate cleansers. I'm watching The Rookie on Hulu. Okay. Puff, puff, pass, pass. I'm not high enough for this. Sorry, Knox. I know. Fucking True Assassin. Here, I'll play the intro once more for you. There you go. Hopefully that makes you feel a little bit better. Anyways, let's get into this, and then we're going to watch this video, which is from Long Crime, which is 7 crazy arrests caught on body cam by police. So we're going to end with a pretty decent video, okay? We just need to get through this horrible shit. So here we go.
Janelle Grant filed that explosive lawsuit accusing Vince McMahon of offering her a job that was really a cover for her being a sex slave. Grant has accused McMahon of coercing her into...
YouTube, she said it, not me. Don't demonetize me because she used that fucking term, okay? Please, I need the money. I really, really do. I need that money. I need that money to fucking entertain people because I'm going to go to Love Canal, but I need to fucking get a bunch of shit in order to film it.
To violent sex acts and trafficking her to other men and forcing her into threesomes with his right-hand man, John Laurinaitis. Now,
by the way, I'm just going to say this. Threesomes are overrated, and fucking if you force somebody to do a fucking threesome, you're a horrible fucking human being and you deserve your balls chopped off.
Now 4 people identified as corporate officers numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 have been revealed in a new report by Front Office Sports. WWE corporate officer number 1 is identified as WWE.
He is still there, Nick Khan. Okay, and again, these are not fucking... No, these are just allegations, okay? Nick Khan is still with the WWE. He is the president of the WWE. He's pretty much the boss of WWE right now. Which is kind of funny because AEW's boss is named Tony Khan. They're not related. But yeah. Whether he had anything to do with this, I don't know.
WWE President Nick Khan. Number 2 is identified as WWE Chief Operating Officer Brad Blum. Number 3 is identified...
This one fucking makes sense, and I'll explain afterwards.
It is Vince McMahon's daughter, Stephanie McMahon.
This is why this makes sense, that Stephanie McMahon has something to do with it. Think about this. She stepped down from the company before this shit hit the fan. She was asked to return after Vince kind of decided to retire, quote unquote retire. So she came back and was co-CEO with Nick Khan. And then Vince McMahon found his way back in, and fucking Stephanie McMahon left again. Stephanie McMahon voted her own fucking father out of fucking power within WWE. So she had to have known fucking something.
And number 4 is identified as former WWE General Counsel Brian Nurse. It's important
Brian Nurse. Okay, that's a weird name.
to note that none of the 4 are accused of assaulting Janelle Grant. I want to be very clear about that. They are accused by Grant's lawyer of
Yeah, True Assassin, she stepped down twice. Okay? And both times, it just seemed like she wanted nothing to do with her father. So it just makes me think that she did know something. I don't think that she went as far as to cover up anything. I think she knew something and was just keeping her mouth shut. When I get done with the Tuca plushie, they're getting the snuggles, and Nick looks sleazy as hell. He kind of is, and he kind of isn't. It's hard to explain.
knowing about Vince McMahon's relationship with Grant and either taking steps to cover it up or being a part of her leaving the company and the NDA she signed, along with.
The thing is, though, I'm wondering if the Nick Khan part, because realize I watched this and I can't remember anything about it. I'm wondering if Nick Khan had something to do with the NDA. Because let's face it, it's easy to just walk up to somebody and go, hey, I need this NDA signed. Okay. And not fucking ask any questions. Okay. Maybe, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, maybe that these four people knew something about it, knew something about the affair, didn't know very much about it, and just went along with it because it's fucking Vince McMahon.
With the $3 million payment she was supposed to receive. John Pollock and Brandon Thurston broke the news about the names behind the numbers. Guys, thanks so much for...
I am going to say one thing before I continue. This guy right here is John Pollock. And he can get as bad as fucking Dave Meltzer. And if you are a wrestling fan, you know how bad Dave Meltzer is. He also went on a whole entire fucking rant about chair shots to the head long after people realized that was a bad fucking thing. He's Canadian, okay? Yeah, I don't think that they might have not known the whole scope of the situation. I think at least fucking Stephanie McMahon probably knew a little bit more than everyone else because that's her fucking dad. But honestly, I don't think that Nick Khan might have knew anything about it, didn't know the whole scope. There's a good argument for that. But there is a good argument that the NDA stuff, that legit, the only Meltzer I know is Brad. Dave Meltzer is basically the wrestling equivalent of a tabloid journalist. And, well, this dude can be bad.
First of all, tell us a little bit about why this matters, particularly when we talk about people like Nick Khan.
Well, Nick Khan is the number one officer currently in WWE. He's the
he's the president.
At the time that these events are alleged, he was the WWE president and chief revenue officer. He's a member of the board of directors. Another person whose identity is revealed here is Brad Blum, who is the current WWE chief operating officer. So for starters, these are the two executives who we've learned more.
Yeah, basically he's wrestling TMZ. I will say this. I'm not saying that these guys didn't know anything. I'm not saying that these guys knew everything. I'm saying that you can make an argument that they knew about it, but they didn't know the whole entire scope about it. And so covering it up, who knows? If they fucking covered it up, they're horrible fucking people. I'm just saying. And Nick Khan should be fired for that. If he covered it up with full fucking knowledge. Fucking Stephanie McMahon, if she knew everything, should have been her job to speak out against it. I understand why she didn't. It's her father, but she should have.
Or about in terms of what Janelle Grant is alleging, those two people are still very much involved with leadership in WWE.
This story, it is one of power that Vince McMahon was able to have in this position, not just from his voting shares, but within this culture at WWE.
Can we take a moment to appreciate that Bret Hart poster in the background? I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of Bret Hart, so I just want to take a moment.
And this, does shine a light on four individuals that had significant titles within the company and what options were at their disposal.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Vince McMahon and Donald Trump are friends. Let that sink in.
Seeing a relationship that at the very least could be seen as inappropriate without even getting into all of the allegations in the complaint.
Yeah, I think he said it best. I'm going to play that again. Listen to it very closely.
Appropriate without even getting, and what options were at their disposal, seeing a relationship that at the very least could be seen as inappropriate without even getting into all of the allegations.
And that's what I'm saying. He's no heartbreak kid, but fair. I like Shawn Michaels too, okay? I love Shawn Michaels, especially when he just agreed Wrestling with Shadows is a great documentary. Yeah. The thing is, fucking Bret Hart was a fucking amazing wrestler.
In the complaint.
And let's talk about a little bit about what's alleged in the complaint as far as the names go. As far as Blum goes, I mean, Brad Blum would reach out to her. It's in, bullet point number 58. He would reach out to her and talk to her about this proposed job. She claims he would hardly ask her really any real questions.
That should have been a red flag right there. If the fucking person that reaches out to you is not asking you any real questions about the job, about your qualifications for a fucking job, that should be a fucking red flag right there. That'd be like me wanting to hire Quiet Try to make memes and just me going like, so Quiet Try, how big is your dick? Doesn't fucking work. That's just weird. That's a red fucking flag. Okay? Or fucking hiring fucking True Assassin to fucking wash my windows, and the only thing I ask him is his shoe size. It's just fucking weird.
Then we move on to Brian Nurse, who was told to offer Janelle Grant this job.
By the way, I apologize, Quiet Try. I actually do not want to know how big your manhood is, but so please don't tell me.
According to her complaint, although the job hadn't been firmed up yet. So it's almost like there's this implication that all of these people kind of knew that this necessarily wasn't, that this maybe wasn't a job per se, a legitimate job, that maybe this was going to be somebody brought in who was just going to be at Vince McMahon's disposal. I mean, is that what you guys are kind of gathering here?
And that's certainly the narrative that Janelle Grant presents, is that she struck up a relationship with Vince McMahon, who turned out to be the CEO of WWE, and he wields a lot of power.
That's another fucking thing. He started the XFL. It's beyond weird, yeah.
Or in his company at this time, at least, and he got her a job that they didn't necessarily have a fit for her in, but he's the boss, so he got to get her a job and got to get her the the benefits that go with that job, whether.
It's better you don't know about it. I agree, Quiet Try. I agree. I don't want to know about it. You see, I'm married, and I'm very faithful to my wife. I'm not running around like somebody on the internet going hot goth mommies, mommy milkers, and fucking hitting on anything with a fucking vagina. I'm literally, like, after this stream, I'm probably going to sit down and watch television with my wife. I quit smoking for my wife. So,
or not there was really a place for her, whether or not there's really a workflow for her. I mean, that is definitely her side of the story.
And she's also kind of alleging that Brian Nurse was kind of rude to her, treated her very coldly. It was almost like she's alleging that she would walk into the room and he would be laughing and joking around with other people in this legal department where she was, supposed to be working, and that he would kind of just turn that off. Like, it was almost, he was hostile to her, is what she claims.
Well, if he knew something about what was going on, I could see why he would want to keep the fuck away from the whole entire situation. But I don't know if that has anything to do with what they're claiming in this lawsuit.
So what does that tell us?
Well, I think without, it really opens it up to, speculation. And we did seek out Brian Nurse for comment, which he did not respond to us for this story. That was Janelle Grant's characterization of Brian Nurse and someone that she was working under for a period. But you look at just what we know of, in that Janelle Grant is a position is essentially created for her in this legal department at $75,000.
Again, that is a fucking red flag. It's like, hey, we're going to make a fucking position just for you. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. Quiet try, new position for you. You are the CEO of memes. You basically get to say who gets to make memes and who doesn't. Okay? Red Chaos, you are now just a dude. I don't know.
A year, and then within a year being moved up to a director position that was initially to be a VP role, and they tailored it down to a director role with the promise that a VP role would come. So it is not typical that you see that kind of a leap from $75,000 to $200,000 a year. You're seeing all these pieces here that
a lot of this is just wow. Imagine having no work experience and this shit happens. What the fuck? And me, Censored, you are the chief operating officer of you're the chief operating officer of Spectre's feet collection. I don't know.
At least, you can certainly see, if you are someone in these positions, that something is off here, but
yeah,
how much is known, it remains to be seen. And
John Pollock makes a lot of good points in this entire fucking interview. We don't know how much these four knew. Oh, we're getting roles now? Yeah, Ali, you are the chief operating officer of knitting.
Did that inform Brian Nurse in terms of his interactions with Janelle Grant? That's for him to address.
Sure. And that'll eventually come out, I would think, in depositions and things like that, depending on how far this lawsuit goes.
Jojo, you're the CEO of fucking talking about subjects that don't go with the conversation that's happening at the time.
We want to thank Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring today's law.
You're not fucking sponsoring me, so you can go fuck yourself, fucking ad. I'll just be a Foxwell, okay? Holds the feet collection over fire. I don't make the rule specs, just get in the cup. Thank you. Thank you. We need to kill that fucking joke. It's getting to the point where it's just so mean to fucking Spectre.
.com/YouTube takeover, or by dialing pound law. That's pound 529 on your cell phone.
No offense, but I don't care about Morgan & Morgan. Cool, they're lawyers.
A leap from where you are to VP. She was supposed to be a VP, apparently. It was going to be a huge leap,
That's
and they said, let's dial this down a little bit, and let's put you into talent relations under John Laurinaitis.
So I'm in charge of derailment.
Hold on.
Yes, Jojo, you're the charge of derailment. We could be sitting there in the fucking server having a fucking chat about something very, very important. Like, I just had an anxiety attack. Everybody's asking me if I'm okay. And then you come in and go, so anybody watch Futurama? I'm a dude. He's a dude. Oh, okay, that one was good. That was good. That was good, fucking Red. I'll give you that one. I will give you that one. I'm not really giving him that one, but I'm going to give him that one. Let's continue.
And violent threesomes with Vince McMahon.
And there's John Laurinaitis. Look at this man's face. By the way, he got fucking hired by Stephanie McMahon because of his smile. Not joking. Not joking. But I'm going to pin fucking Red's comment there. I got to give Red a little bit of a bone.
McMahon with Janelle Grant. So this Blum is being accused of kind of knowing exactly what was going on, but kind of tailoring jobs that could be, they didn't want to raise any red flags. She's saying that he told her this could put a target on your back if we put you in a VP position too quickly.
I would assume that it would kind of, but I don't think it would as much as they're trying to make it out to be. I honestly think what would happen is people would wonder what this chick was doing to actually get fucking promotion that huge. Yeah, that smile creeps out a lot of people, JoJo. And I'm just going to say this again.
The impression I get from that is that
I have to show this again really quickly. I'm going to go back. Where's that fucking picture? Okay, here we go. This man was married to a woman who had cancer and did this. Okay? Just think about that. His wife had cancer. And instead of supporting her and going and helping her through treatments, he was having an affair behind her back. To me, that's horrible. It angers me. Because I cannot think of anything worse that you can do as a husband. I'm sorry. He's a gross man.
That could be, they didn't want to raise any red flags. She's saying that he told her this could put a target on your back.
He looks like Ronald Reagan's love child with a Ken doll.
Too quickly.
Okay, fucking holy shit. Fucking Ollie with the fucking most fucking brutal fucking hell. God damn. Okay, Ollie gets this.
This is my brutality!
And sorry, fucking Red, your fucking comment just got removed because fucking Ollie's fucking comment is getting pinned. Holy shit. That was fucking epic. Holy fuck.
The impression I get from that is that if we, promote you too quickly, it'll make it more obvious what's happening here. It's
God damn. Fucking Minxie thinks that y'all and me have been getting into fucking Pidgey's Savage Flakes. I think now fucking somebody just shoved the Savage Flakes straight to fucking Ollie. Fuck. That's what I'm wondering, JoJo. Which one of y'all just fucking slipped Savage Flakes into fucking Ollie's Wheaties? Come on.
It's hard to imagine that Brad Blum and Nick Khan didn't have knowledge that there was some sort of sexual relationship between Vince McMahon and Janelle Grant. There's nothing alleged, to be clear, in the complaint that those executives had knowledge of the sexual assaults that may have been happening that are...
Exactly. This is what I was trying to say, but this guy is putting it better than me.
That are certainly alleged throughout this complaint. But they are alleged to have supported and helped Vince, keep this, what the plaintiffs say is a sex trafficking scheme to keep that going along.
And we've made that clear earlier in the show.
Okay, we'll blame Fox for leaving the Savage Flakes out. Because we both know that the Savage Flakes box looks like a fucking box of Raisin Bran. Yeah, maybe Pidgey's doing it. I'll ask him. Hold on. Let me actually text him, or not text him, but DM him really quickly. Are you leaving Savage Flakes out? Everyone is eating the Savage Flakes. Quiet Try, make a fucking... I got a challenge for you, Quiet Try. Make a meme of a box of cereal with Pidgey on it and call it Pidgey's Savage Flakes. Okay?
So that we are not saying that any of these people took part in any of the abuse of Janelle Grant or what she alleges. They're accused of being part of a cover-up. So
fucking Pidgey, I've never been more proud of you all. Yeah. It's been savage lately. I think there's something in the water. I think as soon as it turns spring, everybody's just like, fuck it. We've been stuck inside all day with all the fucking snow, all the fucking rain. We want to go out and kick somebody in the nutsack.
So Nick Khan also was a part, according to Janelle Grant, of fashioning this NDA and this agreement where she would leave the company. She was supposed to be paid $3 million. We know she didn't get all of the money. So what?
Oh, that's the other thing. Fucking Vince, being a cheapskate, literally offered $3 million for her to stay fucking silent. Didn't fucking pay her the whole entire fucking $3 million. Red, I am not going to discuss the Ashley Massaro shit. I'm going to wait until with that one for a different one. I'm mad that it's no longer winter. I'm sorry, Censored. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sad that it's no longer winter. I'm actually enjoying 70-degree weather for once.
What does this mean for Nick Khan? Let's say this turns out to all be true. What does this mean for Nick Khan, for Brad Blum? They're still with the company. What does this mean for them in the future of WWE?
I think you're getting into territory where a lot of the complaint is communication that was relayed from Vince McMahon to Janelle Grant. A number of instances that infer his conversations with Nick Khan and Brad Blum. So I think
Jojo, this is a civil trial. I know they're doing a federal investigation of Vince McMahon right now too, but I don't know anything that's come out of that yet because nobody does. The federal investigation is still ongoing.
I think that you would need to substantiate that this was Vince McMahon being truthful in these conversations and what he told Janelle Grant and how involved Nick Khan and Brad Blum were privy to some of the facts and what was going on and orchestrating this. And then, kind of the confidence that these are two individuals that are still in very high, prominent leadership positions. And are they prepared that they can handle situations such as this if they were to arise? We don't have a Vince McMahon figure anymore in the company, but this is still something that you are fostering a corporate culture.
Technically, there is not a figure exactly like Vince McMahon, because let's face it, nobody wants to be a Vince McMahon, especially with the shit that's going on right now. But technically, Triple H is the creative person in WWE right now, and he's doing a pretty damn good job. And we're going to talk more about Triple H on Saturday because we're going to be talking about Ryback, aka Rytard. That's right, I gave him the name Rytard. You're going to see why when you tune in on Saturday with me, the Pigeon of the Salad, and Madam Hellfire talking about the lolcow of professional wrestling.
Culture that there needs to be checks and balances, and if there is some kind of grand grievance to this, there has to be people that can step in and stop this from happening. I think at the core of this complaint from Janelle Grant is her stating that if those structures were in place, I would have had some protections. I had none. I had no one to go to. And did this go so unchecked, this power that Vince McMahon had, that even these executives that had high-ranking positions, did they feel that they could do anything without threatening their own job title?
Mm-hmm.
And if I could add to that.
Oh, sure.
If I could add to that. There's one scene depicted in the complaint where Janelle Grant is describing a conversation that she had with Vince where Vince is telling her a story.
Thank you, True Assassin. I didn't have to think hard on that one. It just came. It's put it this way. CM Punk called him steroid guy. A bunch of fucking people just call him the worst fucking wrestler out there. Yeah, nobody wants to be a decrepit, moldy, brain-dead mummy with a janitor's mustache, no understanding of boundaries. Oh my God. God damn it, Pidgey. I am surprised Pidgey has not tried to jump in on this call yet. I am really surprised.
This is my brutality!
There you go, Pidgey. You get a brutality.
About a conversation that Vince had with Nick Khan and Brad Blum, where Blum and Khan, according to Vince, expressed concern about the relationship with Janelle.
And this makes me think, this is why when I was watching this, it made me think that I don't think Nick Khan and Brad Blum knew the whole entire story about what was going on. To be frank, the most of what I know about wrestling comes from Spoonie and Lil Karibo. I'll just say this. I don't watch that much fucking wrestling anymore. I watched Raw with my wife, and I watch SmackDown with my wife because WrestleMania is coming up, which reminds me, I can't remember exactly what days WrestleMania is, but since WrestleMania is both Saturday and Sunday, that week's Archive Live is going to be on a Friday, so that I can watch wrestling with my wife and see The Rock, and Cody Rhodes.
Nell and Vince, and they express concern, but Vince reassures them that she can be trusted. And they were,
and again, that's why it makes me think that Nick Khan and Brad Bloom didn't know the full extent of the story. That they knew that there was a fucking affair going on, and that they had to cover up the affair because they've had to cover up probably a lot of affairs with Vince McMahon. Because let's face it, this isn't something that he just decided to do. Thank you, Quiet Try. April 6th and April 7th. So April 5th will be Archive Live, which, hang on, I gotta actually tell you what that is. Let's see what I have on the docket for April 5th. Let's see here. April 5th. Oh, weird commercials. Which, by the way, I was talking to Minxie to be on. I'll have to talk to her about it and see if she can do it on a Friday. If she can't, she can't. It's fine. By the way, fuck your story. Oh, fucking yeah.
Eventually supportive of Vince's relationship with Janelle Grant. Now, WWE has commented with some of its first comments on this story that we've had yet, and they have denied that that conversation involving Nick and Blum and Vince took place. Obviously, there's only 3 people who really know whether or not that conversation took place.
Yeah, of course. And one of them is no longer with the company. He resigned. And he's under criminal investigation. I mean, that's another piece of this, guys. The Wall Street Journal reported in the last month.
Yeah, just so you guys know, I'm going to talk to Minxie, say, hey, I just remembered that I have to have the live stream for Weird Commercials on April 5th. Is that okay? Because I did ask her if she can be on it after our Florida Man stream. The thing is, I just want people on my streams that I enjoy talking to. I enjoy talking to Minxie. I enjoy talking to Madam Hellfire. Pidgey's awesome. Spectre's awesome. But at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to have any more people on. If I do, cool. But let's continue this. And again, like I said, it just makes me think the 4 that covered this up probably didn't know the full extent of this. Yeah, I'm going to do the old PlayStation one and the fucking Super Mario All-Stars one if I can find it.
Month and a half, that Vince McMahon is under criminal investigation by the feds for sex trafficking. I know that. And
again, she said it, not me. Don't demonetize me because I really need that money. But yeah, he's under investigation.
It was a Wall Street Journal exclusive. Have you heard anything more about that?
No, we are certainly with great interest, like following this, because that is like, just to frame it, like this is a civil suit, and that's the extent of things with the complaint from Janelle Grant. But if we're talking about a federal investigation, especially as it pertains to sex trafficking, I mean, that is something that there could be an enormous can of worms that is opened, not just from this case, but if you are going historically in WWE, that they had an enormous scandal involving several underage ring boys in the.
Oh yeah, now he's going to go into the ring boy scandal, so I might as well say it. A couple of people working for WWE back in the day were accused of being inappropriate with underage boys working on the ring crew. So yeah, I'll talk about that sooner or later.
In the early 90s. So this is the extent of what a federal investigation could uncover. You could only speculate.
Jojo, if I do the Smash Brothers, I would have it muted.
And Vince McMahon being at the center of that.
And for any reassurance about, there's definitely an investigation happening. That's not just something that's been reported on background and been reported by outlets, but that there's an SEC filing that came out last year in the summer that disclosed that there is an investigation, and that Vince McMahon's his phone was there's a subpoena executed on him, and a search was executed on it.
Any particular All-Stars ad you're looking for? I'm looking for the old one of the old fucking guy, or the guy that was eating a lot of food, and by the end, his fucking stomach explodes, and it was really, really gross. What ring boy scandal? Let's break out the wood chipper. Like I said, the ring boy scandal was, I think it was Pat Patterson and one other person were accused of being inappropriate with underage kids working as a part of the ring crew, as in building the ring.
So there's definitely an investigation happening.
There is an investigation, and we want to be clear that no criminal charges have been filed, but a grand jury apparently has been impaneled, a federal grand jury, and they've been investigating this. Just finally, guys, Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon's daughter, she was...
And honestly, from everything I've heard about Stephanie McMahon, from other wrestlers and you shooting interviews, she is the sweetest person in the fucking world. I have not heard anyone talk shit about Stephanie McMahon except for China, but China had a reason. It has to do with Triple H. And rest in peace, China. But Stephanie McMahon, from all accounts, is just a sweet person. So let's get this through. I'll only say 2 things about that. 1, gross. 2, were the accused Catholic? Pat Patterson wasn't Catholic, I know that much. Pat Patterson was gay.
A huge part of WWE for many years. She is revealed to be corporate officer number 3. And she is not really mentioned a lot through this civil suit. I think there's like 1 or 2 mentions of her. And she was described as, motioning to Janelle Grant at maybe a meeting or 2 and saying, come sit by me. So what?
That sounds to me like if Stephanie McMahon was trying to protect Janelle Grant. That she didn't try covering it up. I honestly don't think that, and this is just my opinion, and again, opinions are like assholes, everyone has one, that Stephanie McMahon is, from everything that I've seen about this, might have known something. Might have. And from that alone just makes me think that she didn't try covering it up as much as she stayed silent about it and tried to protect her in her own ways. Remember, Vince McMahon, and this is a true story, when Stephanie McMahon was pregnant, Vince McMahon suggested to her that they do this whole entire storyline trying to find out who the father of Stephanie McMahon's child was, and suggested that it was going to be that the fucking father of her child, her unborn child, the person that got her pregnant, was her fucking dad. I am not joking. That was the storyline that was pitched. Stephanie McMahon, obviously, being fucking normal like most of us, turned that fucking shit down fast. And by the way, every one of her kids are Triple H's kids, and they could have just ran with that. But for some reason, Vince McMahon wanted to be the one to impregnate his own daughter. That's just creepy, in my opinion.
What role does Stephanie McMahon potentially play in this at all? I mean, is Janelle Grant implying that Stephanie McMahon was also aware of this relationship and was condoning it? Or what is your take on that?
She's definitely saying that Stephanie McMahon had knowledge of other inappropriate sexual conduct that Vince...
I wish I could forget that too, JoJo, but every time I look at Stephanie McMahon, I think, holy shit, her father was creepy. You guys think it's creepy when Trump talks about his fucking daughter. At least fucking Trump hasn't fucking suggested that he would impregnate his own fucking daughter.
Was engaging in, allegedly. Well, like you said, there's very little that's mentioned here about WB Corporate Officer number 3, who is Stephanie McMahon. And I would be very interested to know, what her thoughts are, what her memories are of these events that are described, and what knowledge she may or may not have had. We did reach out to her, and I feel similarly about Officer number 4, who is Brian Nurse, who may have been opposed to what was going on.
Very interesting guy.
Yeah, like I said, this whole entire fucking thing is just fucking creepy and disgusting. What Janelle Grant went through, if any of it is true, is horrifying. And she deserves fucking money out the wazoo for what she suffered. And I hope that whoever she is going to for help now is giving her the most help that needs. Okay, mommy needs coconut rum. I wish I could have an edible, but no. I'm sorry, Ollie. We're done with it now. I was going to wrap up thoughts, and I was going to let you guys give me your opinions. So give me your guys' opinions. I'll read them out. But my opinion is this. These are all alleged right now. Granted, there are text messages to support some of the claims. But because these are alleged, we have to kind of fucking constantly remind everybody that it's alleged. And unfortunately, we have this fucking whole entire story that is just really, really fucked up. Janelle Grant deserves all the fucking money in the world. Okay? If this happened to her. Now, again, I don't know if the picture of Janelle Grant that is being shown is a recent photo of her or if it's an older photo of her. Because to me, she looks like she's in her 20s when she's supposed to be in her 40s. Now, I'm not a really good judge of age, so don't assume that I know anything about that. But Janelle Grant suffered at the hands of a perverted old man who has come up with some of the horrible fucking the most horrible fucking ideas in wrestling, who has a history of being a sex pest, who has a history of accusations of SA. We can't just fucking turn our backs on this shit. This shit needs to fucking be talked about. Because rich white men like him, like Harvey Weinstein, like Censored mentioned, even Donald Trump's accusations, these need to be brought to light so that these fucking people realize that just because you have fucking money doesn't mean that you can get away with being a fucking cunt, being a fucking asshole, being a fucking prick. Okay? That's why I'm talking about this. It's not because I want people to send me money or anything like that. I really need that money, though. Joking. But it is to bring light to this stuff. Because we need to make sure to protect people. Rich men and white women and rich men and women in general. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to say this. Those who spend their whole entire lives just wanting to be rich and famous are doing it for the wrong reasons. You can have as much money as you fucking want. You can fucking be comfortable for the rest of your fucking life. But if you don't have happiness in your fucking life, does it really fucking matter? I do things not for monetary gain, though I joke about it. I do it because I want to entertain people. I want people to enjoy the content I put out. And I want to talk about this stuff because I have seen so many fucking times people ignore shit like this. And people who have suffered, who are victims of fucking shit, just end up not fucking getting their voice heard. And I'm tired of seeing that. Unlike fucking Mama Max, though, I'm not making this shit up. I'm showing you fucking stuff that could prove that this happened, or it might not. We don't know. But there is going to be a lawsuit. When that's going to be, I don't know, because Vince McMahon's fucking attorneys are notorious for being able to push back all lawsuits. He's had so many fucking lawsuits that never went to court. On top of that, he's got a federal investigation. Don't know if he's going to get arrested. Dude's in his 70s. I think he's like 75 now. He's a fucking old man. He's got to use adult diapers. And well, I'm just hoping that somebody fucking looks at this shit and goes, you know what? We need to send an example that all fucking people who do this shit to others is going to suffer the fucking consequences for it. But with that being said, I really want to get another fucking palate cleanser. So I'm going to look for something really quickly for a palate cleanser before we get into that stuff, because honestly, this shit is just so fucking depressing. And I don't like feeling depressed. You know? So, we're going to look at one of my favorite animals. Okay, guys? Let's look at one of my favorite animals. My favorite animal. One of my favorite animals. A red panda. Look at how cute this thing is. Look at it. It's so beautiful. If this thing walked up to me and was like, hey, can you give me head scratches? I would be like, yes, queen. Yes, I love you. Look how cute he is. And if I remember right, red pandas are actually more related to raccoons. I can't remember what they're related to. I just know they're cute. And we needed this palate cleanser, guys. We really did. We really needed this fucking palate cleanser. Because we just heard a bunch of horrible fucking shit. And honestly, part of me doesn't even want to look at body cam footage. Because I am so fucking upset about this shit. But I'm going to. Just for you guys. So, let's look at some... This is a 23-minute video. We're probably not going to watch the whole entire thing. But this is just... This is just stuff. Actually, I'm going to speed it up. So, we're going to do warp speed, Mr. Sulu. So, here we go. Police in Atlanta tracked down and arrested suspect wanted for multiple murders in 2022. Where is the fucking...
Get on the ground now!
Yay, motion sickness!
Get on the ground! On the ground now! On the ground! On the ground! I'm gonna tase you! Get on the ground!
Just get on the ground. Just get on the ground, dude. Just get on the
On the
ground.
fucking ground now!
We need to laugh at idiots. Yes, we do. That's why I'm doing this.
Illegal! On the ground!
It's not illegal to get on the ground. Get on the ground.
On the ground!
Get on your
On
face.
the ground!
Get on your face.
On the ground! Get on the ground!
Illegal. We stop.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
The get on the ground drinking game. Take a shot every time he has to say get on the ground. You will die of fucking alcohol poisoning.
Get on the ground now! On the ground! You got a warrant. Hands on your back, man.
Also, why is it still a thing that fucking people just don't know how to pull up their pants? Just asking for a friend.
Grab his hand. We'll help you out. We'll tell you. We'll tell you.
And T is here. Everyone, say hello to T. T is here. T is awesome. T is great. T is fucking great. I'm going to actually play something for T to make her feel better. Ready?
No, don't! No, Slimmy, I just want to touch the ball!
There.
Me too. I told you, bro.
Okay, that just takes face down, ass up to a new definition.
Told you.
Yeah, everyone make fucking T feel welcome. 07's for T. T is the chew champ. Pull up your pants.
Right, I'm sorry about that. We got one in custody.
Hey, you must chase me out here, son. Did I tell you? Did I tell you? Did I tell you though? Come on. Can I get one last kiss? Can I get one last kiss? I just want to get one last kiss. Please,
Wow, that fucking chick's about ready to get arrested herself.
please. She pregnant, bro.
Did she just say? Did she just tell? Hold on.
Did I tell you though? Come on. Can I get one last kiss? Can I get one last kiss? I just want to get one last kiss. Please, please.
She just said to the fucking cop that she's gonna fight him. I am not joking. She just said that. She said, "I'll fight you." Why? What the fuck?
She pregnant, bro. And I really haven't
She's
even
pregnant? No? Well, she was just face down, ass up. Makes sense.
done nothing though. My car's parked.
Hey, man, we're sorry.
Oh, she gonna get arrested. She's gonna get
Call this
arrested.
shit, bro. 'Cause I ain't done
Why do you... Fuck. Damn it.
nothing. Get my bag. Can y'all get on my bag?
No, right now. Hey, man. Calm down. You're okay. Calm down. We're gonna go back to the car, right?
Oh, we got a... Oh, thank you, Censored, for another $5. 5 more for Love Canal. Also, red pandas are in the family of... Which are... include weasel. Okay, thank you, Censored. I didn't actually know. I actually just think red pandas are cute.
490 forever.
Can y'all call my phone?
$4.90 forever?
Everything gonna be legit. I don't got nothing illegal on me. Everything legit.
Everything is legit. Okay, well, that's cool.
I bet, man. I'm gonna take this off a little bit, right?
I'm good, bro. I just want to call my people because I ain't done it. I ain't put my...
By the way, here's the fun part about this whole entire thing that we just went through, okay? With the whole entire Vince McMahon thing. Think about this. Last Monday, I quit fucking smoking. And then I was researching that shit. And still continued with my whole entire quitting smoking. I have not had a cigarette, and I'm watching some cringy shit. I deserve 07s for that, at least.
Stuff back on, please. Yeah. Babe, come pull my stuff down, babe. I'm okay.
No.
No, can you put my...
We will. Hold on.
Baby.
What you need me to do?
Call my mom.
I'm on the phone.
Because
Hello?
I ain't did nothing.
Somebody call his mama. Somebody call his mama. I knew that was coming, so I had to say this.
5 more for Love Canal. Also, red pandas are in the family Mustaloidea, which includes weasels and skunks.
Yeah, fuck. See, this is what happens when you actually get educated. You find out things like whatever that fucking word is. Mustaloidea. I've never heard that word before.
My car legit.
They hop out the car.
And everything on me legit.
That's fine.
My car legit, everything. I ain't done nothing.
We'll explain everything, man. What's your name?
I'm on the warrant. Man, y'all folks ain't asking no ID.
Okay.
That shit illegal.
Man, she talks way too much. Somebody please call his baba. Yeah. Fucking dial 1-800, I'm in trouble.
Exactly.
You ran.
Exactly.
You didn't have time.
I didn't run.
You didn't
I didn't
run.
run to look at where y'all hopped out. I'm scared as hell.
Okay.
I don't know what the going on.
All right, what's your name, man?
I'm not saying nothing to my mom. Call my lawyer. Cause I ain't...
Somebody call his mama. Somebody call his mama. Loidia. Oh, yeah. Okay.
done nothing. All my stuff legit. My car legit, everything. Y'all just pulled up on me, just hopped out on me. Of course I'm scared as hell.
Okay, we'll talk about
I'm just going to say this. Even though I speak English and I'm fluent in English and I'm fluent in bad English, when people start talking like a fucking mile a minute, I have no fucking idea what they're saying.
No, come record me.
She can record.
Because it's totally illegal. They just pulled up on me and hopped out on me.
Hey, here's the tattoo? Yep. All right, so same. Okay. I'm pretty fast, sorry.
I ain't even run.
This is our family.
No more, man. No more, man.
You know, if she's pregnant, she shouldn't be this fucking stressed out. That could actually cause problems with the pregnancy. The suspect was positively identified as Jadarius Carr. Carr had an outstanding warrant for homicide out of East Point PD and Atlanta PD, an outstanding warrant out of Fulton County, South, I think, is that South Carolina? For aggravated assault, and a warrant for strangulation out of DeKalb County. Wow, this guy is a fucking lovely human being, isn't he? Additionally, Carr was charged with possession of a... God damn it, that was too fucking fast. Additionally, Carr was charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and obstruction in addition to probation violation. Carr is a 7-arrest cycle convicted felon. Officers on the scene recovered a firearm and multiple cell phones from Carr's possession. Man, this guy is just a great fucking person, isn't he? Why does she sound like that one music video that Alex plays? I don't know. Yeah, anger is bad for a goddamn baby. Things get slippery as an officer arrests an alleged drunk driver in Fort Wayne, Indiana in 2023.
You alright? You okay? Yeah. Any injuries?
Oh my god, this guy looks like, what is the fucking male equivalent of a Karen? We'll just call him a Karen.
You injured? But are you injured? Are you injured?
Why is he so stiff? Relax, dude.
No, the drug, no French. Licencio, seguro, nada.
Okay, I'm just going to say this. Whenever I hear somebody speaking Spanish, I'm wishing for subtitles. Because I don't speak Spanish. And because I don't speak Spanish, I really want somebody to give me fucking subtitles so I can understand what the fuck they're saying. Look, I'm not trying to be a mean person. I believe that if you speak Spanish all you want. I don't care. I don't care if you're an illegal immigrant or a regular immigrant to this fucking country. Just realize, when you're talking to me, I cannot fucking understand you if you're speaking Spanish. Red, I will let you on for once so that you can decipher this shit for me. Get in the fucking general. I will pull you up so that you could be the fucking person that fucking deciphers this shit for me. We will not start until Red gets his fucking ass in motion. And everyone, bully Red to do this. Bully him. Red knows Spanish. I don't. I am a redneck. We don't know Spanish. We know English, bad English, and pickup trucks. Red, you better get in there. This is your chance to be on stream, dude. This is your chance. Make a difference. Make a difference, my dude. Come on. You can do it, Red. Believe in the butterflies. Red, get your fucking ass in here. I have chimichangas and tacos. I have everything. How is he? How? Why? Oh my God. Okay, well, while we're waiting for Red to get his stupid fucking ass in gear, I'm going to really quickly show the Quiet Try meme that he just did. Okay? Because I asked for it. We have something awesome. God damn it just went to the wrong fucking window. Gotta love when you have multiple windows open and fucking Discord is just like, hey, I'm just gonna put it here. Anyways, here we go. Pidgey's Savage Flakes. Part of a complete breakfast. Red. Okay, that's it. I'm fucking messaging Red. Because he's obviously not fucking paying attention. Profile. Okay. Fucking hell. Come on, you're ruining my fucking stream, Red. Come on. God damn, Red. Come on. I have to actually look. I know Ebonics, Blackanese, and getting what the fuck, and ghetto, what the fuck is English? Awesome. Red. If you don't come in, you're never going to get another chance. I'm giving you so much chances, man. What kind of tacos do you have? I like chicken tacos. I don't know anything else. Okay, guys? I just know chicken tacos and beef tacos. Fucking Red. Fucking Red. Fucking destroying my fucking stream. I give him one chance to actually get on and be like, yay, I can be on a fucking stream with Nox. And not only is he actually blowing it, he's blowing it so hard that he might never get another chance, guys. I thought bullying worked, guys. Apparently it doesn't. Oh, he's kind of busy. It took you a while to answer. Okay, fine.
No friends. Licencio, seguro, nada.
By the way, fucking Red had a chance, guys. He had an opportunity. Ali speaks Southern English, Bible Belt, and I'm so done. Also, Pocos is Spanish for chicken. Oh, okay. If this is a Halo stream, maybe. He's a family man in real life. Ah, okay.
Cervezas? No. ¿Cuántos cervezas?
He got into an accident because that fucking that fucking airbag is deployed.
¿Cuántos cervezas?
I'm wondering, he's either delay messages, gotta love him. Yeah, I know. Fucking hell. Just fucking hate fucking this. Try Silent Night. Okay. He's saying 4 beer. Okay, hang on a second. I gotta find Silent Night. Somebody messaged... Oh, hold on. Really?
Yes.
You had your chance. You had your chance.
Yeah, all I hear is saying 4 beers and whatever.
Okay, well, here. You're the translator. Let me know if he says anything that we should be worried about. Okay?
Let's hear it.
Okay. Are you watching?
Yes, but before you hit that button, I do want to apologize in advance if I misunderstood from Spanish. Even though it's my freaking language, but still.
Okay. Guys, I want you to welcome Red. This is his only chance to prove that he is actually useful. I'm joking, by the way. But here we go.
No, I don't know. All right, turn around.
He just said 4 beers.
Stop.
He said 4 beers?
Yeah, 4 cervezas meaning 4 beers.
I have a question. How many beers can you drink?
I can't at all. I don't drink or smoke, so I'm living the best life.
Oh, so you're better than me, is what you're saying.
Not necessarily.
Actually, no.
Everyone has
4 beers, you'd probably be fucked up because you don't drink.
Pretty much.
Okay.
If I were figuratively speaking.
Stop. 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 Okay. Stop. Okay.
At least he knows to say okay, because he said it so many fucking times.
Well, that's because he's drunk. He will say okay to everything.
If you move again, you're going to the ground. You understand me?
I have no clue what he just
What
said.
What did he just said? Repeat that once more.
Okay, I will actually slow it down so you can hear it. Because I actually have it on... Okay, ready?
If you move again, you're going to the ground. You understand me?
I do not speak English. I mean, no shot. Of course you didn't know.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
God damn. The problem is there's so much fucking background noise.
This whole entire jacket, it looks like he's trying to cover his hands with it. He's like, what do you even have in that thing?
He probably has cocaine.
Cocaine is bad.
He's probably fucking Keffel's drug dealer.
Oh God.
Too soon?
No, that's funny.
Let go of your hands. Let go of your hands.
Okay, he said.
Okay.
I
And he
did warn him.
Yeah. The problem is it kind of does get to be a problem when you can't fucking understand what the fuck they're saying. So
this case.
What?
No, I'm just glad that I was able to help you with this part because, dear God, for this guy to say 4 cerveza and then say okay, and I don't speak English in general speaking terms, like what?
I just know I don't speak English is no habla inglés.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I just tell people no habla español.
Or in this case, I don't speak Taco Bell.
Or el gato los pantalones.
Gato los pantalones.
I got a cat
Okay,
in
I'm
my
not gonna lie,
pants.
that's amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, I had another one. I just can't remember it now. I used to actually be able to say I have a snake in my pants.
There's a snake in my boots. I don't know.
Okay, you're not on here to be funny. You are on here to translate. You're a translator.
Yeah, do continue. Good stuff.
Again, why does nobody pull up their fucking pants? Is everybody just... Is there a belt shortage in this country?
I just really hope it's not a freaking... What do they call it? What do you call that tradition? That's what I was about to say. I hope it's not a traditional thing that they just leave it out of their pants.
I'm just going to say this. We need to actually have a PSA for people who need fucking belts.
Agreed.
Okay?
Nobody wants to see that.
Good. Stop moving.
When you're so drunk, you can't realize stop moving means stop moving.
He's just literally speaking gibberish at this point.
Again, it's a hood thing. I'm sure it's a hood thing, but you want to know something? I'm not from the hood. I'm a country boy.
Moving.
I was raised on grits and fiddles. Okay, I'm just going to say this, T. As a country boy, it's not cool because it just makes it look like you have a plumber's crack. Just saying. I seen kids do that where I came from, which is funny because I grew up in a small town, and I just kept thinking, dude, pull up your fucking pants.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but pull up your fucking pants. This is something I want everybody to take away from this stream. Keep your pants pulled up.
Of in general.
Up. Don't. Up.
Oh, okay. He's just saying don't do it. Like, what do you mean don't do it, sir?
He looks drunk.
I
How
mean,
many tequilas do you think he had?
I'm pretty sure he probably had 5 or 6 for that matter to be this drunk.
By the way, I'm gonna have a T-shirt made that's going to be in my merch store when I actually get my merch store up. It's just gonna say "fuck tequila."
Yes, that's amazing.
Because tequila makes people turn into fucking morons. And I'm gonna finish this one. We're gonna call it a night for the stream because I have to go do something. I promised my wife that I would spend time with her at 8 o'clock. So that's why I'm early. Has nothing to do with the fact that I think Minxie is streaming at 8:30. It has everything to do with the fact that my wife wanted to spend time with me.
There with that flash.
You know it's bad when they get the fire department out there.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah, that's basically what they did. They were like, sit your fucking ass down, you fucking weirdo. But I do thank you for coming on to help me translate because, like I said, I don't care if people love their fucking who love their fucking language, love their culture. That's cool. I love my culture. I am Native American and mostly fucking Irish, Scottish, and English. I like some certain things about my cultures. Just realize I grew up in an area where we didn't need to know a foreign language. So I never really learned a foreign language.
Which is understandable. I mean, not everyone has to understand or even learn the culture of it. It's just like, hey, if you're just born from that segment, that's understandable.
So when I actually say, can you please speak English? I'm not coming from a place of ignorant, redneck, KKK, skinhead motherfuckers. I'm coming from, I want to know what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is why bullying works, guys. Congratulations.
But no, I'll tell 2 stories and I'll call it. The first one is I had a doctor that was from, I think he was African. I think he was South African, but he talked so fast I couldn't fucking understand a word he's saying. So I'm just trying to be polite, and I'm trying to listen to him, and he's trying to tell me important information. And he asked me, "Did you get all that?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Why?" And I said, "Because you were talking too fast, and I felt that it was impolite to ask you to slow down."
I mean, at least you have the patience. And that's understandable.
So he slowed down and told me, and what it was basically that the reason why my nose kept getting stuffed up is because I have indoor allergies.
Oh my god!
So he was putting me on Flonase, which will clear up my sinuses. It didn't. It just made me fucking sneeze more. Second one was when I went to a neurologist. And he had a Indian name. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about dot. Okay? And I'm thinking, oh God, this guy's going to have the hardest fucking accent to hear because his name was so fucking Indian, right?
Yeah.
And well, I'm just going to say, when I walked in, he just went, "Hey, buddy, how you doing? It's great to see you. Well, we just got done with these CT scans. Let's look at them, shall we? We're going to figure out what's wrong with your back, and we're going to get you backing up and together in no time." I didn't know if I should have felt insulted by the fact I thought he was going to have a fucking huge accent, or the fact he was talking to me like I was a fucking teenager and he was younger than me.
I have no comment for that, but that's just wild.
So those things happen, but we're going to call it. It was a fun stream, and I apologize if anyone felt very, very uncomfortable with the whole entire situation that we were talking about earlier. The Vince McMahon stuff is fucked up, and we are going to cover more Vince McMahon stuff in April, because I'm going to be doing a stream about crimes in professional wrestling that have nothing to do with Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Because Chris Benoit has been done to death, and everybody keeps asking me to do pro wrestling themed stuff. So we're going to be doing a week where I'm going to do the true crime part being those, and then the archive live is going to be wrestling botches.
Oh, I'm so down for botches.
And where you get to hear my rant about how Chris Jericho is a fucking idiot. Anyways, this weekend, we're talking about Ryback.
Let's go.
I want to give at least a little bit of a I think a little bit of an idea. We're going to probably watch this again, but I really want to do this really quick. If you guys want, I'm just going to give a little bit of an example of what we're dealing with when it comes to fucking Ryback.
Goes.
Okay? So, a little bit of a palate cleanser. I have to actually put this onto... Oh, shit. Wrong thing. Stream or fail. Stream or fail. Yeah. Stream or fails. Okay. We're going to watch this really quickly, guys. Okay? This is CM Punk shooting on Ryback.
Can you work Ryback? And I said, no. I said, this guy hurt me last time. No, it's going to be different. Like, he went away for whatever reason. He turned heel. He's going to be a Paul Heyman guy. I go up to Ryan and I go, "Hey man, clean slate. Let's fucking kill this." "Yeah, I'm really excited. Great, blah, blah, blah." First night out, gorilla press through a table, fucking misses the table. Dumps me on the concrete.
Yeah. By the way, this is from an interview from a couple of years ago. I think it was like 2014, wasn't it?
I think it was. Yeah, 2014.
Yeah.
Almost 10, so basically 10 years ago.
Ground. Tilts my fucking pelvis. Fucks me up for weeks. Now it's at the point where I walk up to him and I go, "You can't tell me you didn't do that on purpose because you've done it so many times now. You either tell me right now you're dumb as fuck and you suck, or you did it on purpose." And he was like, "I'm dumb as fuck. I'm sorry."
That is what we're in for, guys.
Yay.
We are going to look at Ryback. The times that he called Vince McMahon's mother, who had just passed away, a whore. His many fucking problems with other fucking people. The fact that recently he just said that he would go back to work for the WWE if they fired Triple H.
Not gonna happen anytime soon.
Nobody wants him back.
Nobody does.
No one.
Even the internet doesn't want him. No matter how many polls he... Oh.
Yeah. So, I would love to fucking just like end it there, but there's one last thing that I should tell you guys. Next week, I am going to be doing hold on, I gotta remember what my fucking... Guys, you gotta understand something. There's a lot of shit going on in my mind. So sometimes I forget my own fucking schedule. You know how it is. You schedule yourself, you think, oh, this stuff's gonna be fucking fun. And then you get there and you're like, shit, what was I supposed to do? You know? But
We are only
anyways,
human.
True Crime Wednesdays next week, which is the 20th. We're going to be talking about serial killers. And then Saturday, the whatever the fuck day it is, the 23rd, Cooking with Cobra 3, Oh God, Why?
Oh God, why? No, shit.
The final of the Cooking with Cobra trilogy. Then we're going to go on to the sequel trilogy of Drinking with Cobra.
I feel like my stomach is about to have a side problem with that.
But I hope you all have a lovely night. And again, Minxie is supposed to be streaming around 8:30. Okay? So go show her love by saying, "Hey, Poppy, how are you?" Okay, Poppy. Put her in the fucking kennel a couple of times. Let her have Henry on her head. But I will talk to you guys on Saturday, and I hope you guys have a good night. Okay, they can't hear me. I just thought that I would be nice and be like, hey, you wanted to be on stream with me a bunch of fucking times. Here's your chance. Every time there's a fucking Spanish speaker, I'm just going to be like, Red!